junk box challenge, and this one was donated by Natalie. I think it's Stuckmeyer, is how you, or Stuckmeyer, however how you pronounce it. But thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
You gave us some fun stuff to work with. And those of you who don't know what the junk box challenge is a customer donates a box full of junk that was around their home. It can be random items, and then we take it and we repurpose it, and they get a coupon for our store. So if you're interested in that, there's more information on our Facebook page. Let's get started.
Yes,
okay.
Let's do.
So the first item we have is this really neat wooden pedestal. And I'll give you a close-up of it. It looks like this, and it's coming apart. It's old, so I'm going to glue the bottom piece back together, and then this top piece is also coming off the pedestal, and I'm going to reattach that with some glue and nail. And then what I'm going to do is, I like this piece as a pedestal. I love pedestals. You can decorate with them. You can put a candle on it, put bird's nests, or even moss and succulents in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to refinish the wood on here, and I'll take this citrus stripper. It's a low odor citrus strip, and I'm going to strip the failing varnish off from this piece, and it will give it a more natural wood appeal, which is really in style right now. Just the natural woods, and then oil it up, and then maybe put some twine around the bottom with some little ornamental birds or something like that, just for a centerpiece. And I'll show you pictures of everything when it's done. Julie, you want to take the next item?
Okay, we have this is a potato ricer, really cool piece. We're going to divide it into two pieces, and we're just going to take it off right here, and this is going to be attached to, what are we going to put it on a little pedestal, and it'll be good for candles or succulents coming out of it, or anything you could put a vase on.
So we're going to take the bottom of
plant saucer.
Yeah, plant saucer, and paint it up, and then that will sit on that.
Yep, be so cute.
I love this too because it has like the little holes, and for a luminary, that would look really neat.
Yep, that's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then with this part, we envisioned that we can put a really neat picture on there. We're gonna decoupage it on there, and it'll just sit independently like that, kind of a cool decorative piece. Just sit like that on your counter or your shelf.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. And she gave us some greenery in her box too, which is so fun because we love to use greenery. So I think like as we go along, we'll just play with the greenery and see what it looks like wrapped around these different items, because it just adds a fresh take on the decor here. So so then the next piece we have is, I don't know what this is.
I don't either. It's just cool.
Yeah, it's just really cool. I love all the rusty, crusty stuff in this junk box. Like, we like the patina of rust and crust. So a lot of this we're just going to spray in a clear coat, so it's protected and then you don't get rust on in your home. But so this is a little bucket, and it came with moss. We'll probably repurpose the moss in somewhere else. And I'll clear coat this bucket just as is. I don't want to paint it. It's super cool. And then I have this board here and a hook and some chain. And we're going to attach the hook to the board and then hang the bucket from the hook. So it's like an outdoor lantern. I suppose you could use it for outdoor or indoors. And put a candle in there. So that'd be super cool. And I'm going to show you a technique of how to make things look rusty and crusty that I've been doing lately. kind of fun. So there's a shiny chain and a newer hook, and we're going to try and make it match the lantern by being rusty and crusty. So.
Okay, and then the last piece is a cool old beaters with a nice patina on it also. We're gonna probably make the handle match the pedestal on, is it this one?
Yeah, we'll probably use like a sagey green for a lot of this.
Yeah, and then Amy had this sign, "You are beautiful." We're gonna paint over it, and then we're gonna put the word bakery on there for the theme, and then we're gonna attach that. Gonna be so cute.
Really cute.
Yep, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, well, and you have the,
and then I have this last piece right here. Is it called a cattle bowl water?
it's like a water.
It's like a water for cattle. Is it for cattle?
Or livestock of any kind.
Yeah, so what would happen is, this is what I think would happen, I'm not sure. So to fill it, would they put their, what is this part?
I have no idea.
For some reason, I'll have to look it up because I don't know for sure. Maybe one of you would know. But anyways, I thought for some reason that when they put their nose in there, this would like be bent down and then it would fill it automatically.
Oh, maybe.
I guess I don't. Something like that, where like it would allow more water and it would automatically fill. I don't know exactly.
I'm gonna let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up for sure. So I'm not. But anyways, it's very heavy. I think it's cast. Is it cast iron?
It probably
it's gotta
is
be
cast
because
iron.
it's super heavy.
Yep.
But I probably won't have time to do it right at the moment with all this other stuff. But I'm thinking a fountain would look really cool, like a little bubbling fountain. Painting it up, and just if you set it somewhere on a table or something, and it had a little bubbler in it with rocks and
so we actually didn't get to finish the cattle feeder fountain today, but I think I'll do a separate whole video on that in a little while. Maybe next week we'll release that video and I'll show you how I do that. But this ricer here that I'm working on was extremely hard to get apart, and what I ended up doing was actually using the Sawzall, and I didn't want to be on camera doing it because I should have had safety goggles on, but you'll see that in a minute, where I just try to go beside the camera and Sawzall that piece off. And I actually had to have my husband come and help me because I just didn't have enough strength to get it. So sometimes we need a little extra muscle. But you can see here Julie is sanding down the board, sanding down that sign. That sign was a sign that I had done a few years ago and it just didn't sell, so we are repurposing it. Now I'm just fixing that pedestal and getting it all put together so that there's no loose pieces, and it was actually a little warped, so what I ended up doing off screen was putting a little screw in there, which I normally don't like to do, but in this instance it wasn't worth it for me to clamp it overnight.
So now I'm going to make this hook into a rusty, crusty looking hook, just like the lantern. Try to match the finish on it. First I'm going to take brown paint.
So to get this rusty, crusty look, what I've been doing is I paint a base color of a brown tone, or even sometimes a gold tone, brassy tone, and then when the paint is still wet, I sprinkle some cinnamon on the piece, and as it's drying, I clear coat it with a spray of either polyacrylic or some sort of clear coat spray paint, and it gives a really nice looking rusty patina. So I am really in love with this technique, and it actually matches authentic rust pretty well. So now I am just decoupaging a picture onto the other half of the ricer as Julie is finishing up the bakery sign. What she did was she took some graphite paper and traced some wording that I had printed off on the computer, and now she's going ahead with some dark antiquing wax and going along the edges a little darker and going lighter in the middle, and it gives a really nice effect, and it turned out so cute. And then here's a lantern put together. It's amazing. I didn't expect it to look so good. And I suppose you could put greenery on it if you wanted. I chose not to. That's up to you, and you can stage it how you'd like to. Yeah, these projects, it's always so fun to see what we can come up with. Here we're attaching the beater, the egg beater, to the sign, and I just drilled some holes and ran a wire through. I figured, you know, that's enough, it will hold, and it turned out super cute. We work really fast, don't we?
Alright, so we are going to show you what we came up with, and we still have a little bit more work to do, but so far we're going to show you an update, and then we'll give you pictures at the end here of what things look like. So here's the little lantern with the hook, super cute. You can put a candle in the bucket, and I painted the hook and the chain and put a little cinnamon on there and clear coated it, and it looks all rusty, and to match the real rusty lantern. This is a wall hanging, and you could probably put a candle in there, and then greenery, whatever your heart desires. And then
Balloon area, candle holder, or whatever you prefer to put in there, attached to the green base or pot, terracotta pot. And then the bakery goods sign. Love that. Turned out so cute.
And then I did, so it's just a piece of decor, and we'll show you how to stage this. We'll do a little video or snapshot at the end. So I decoupaged a picture on there, and this is just a table sitter. And then this is in progress. Slowly this will dry, and it will turn kind of a white bleached color from doing the stripper on it. And then I'll jazz it up a little bit for a tabletop centerpiece. And then I still have yet to do the fountain, and we'll see pictures of that. I think that's it for today.
That's it? Yes.
Yeah, well, thank you for watching.